Tech Nuance. This video is about the third step of Dockerfile. We are going to get familiar with the run command. So run is basically used to give commands which you give after going inside the container. Like when you have a Linux container and you want to give app get update kind of command, then you go inside the container and then give it. So those types of command I will be writing here, or if I want to install anything. So it will be very simple, get update, and you will see it going through update. Okay, it will be shown in the Docker build steps. So what we see, because I think it used cache, that's why it was immediately updated. But in your system you may see that a number of steps, when we give it in the Linux container now, then when you see it like that, you will be able to see. And now I want, like, instead of writing, you can give a number of run commands, but instead of writing like run for the same type of thing, I will be continuing this command. So I will be like app get install anything, all the commands similarly you gave in a Linux system the same way. I want to install the Vim editor, so I will save this and just run this one. So the third one is going on, and you can see like this only. When you give the app get update command now, you will get steps like this only. You can get a clear view now. So, or if we didn't use this backslash, we could have written it like run and just no semicolon was required at that time, and just give a run command, and then also it will execute it in the same way. So you are allowed to have any number of run statements. So you all saw that it went through a number of steps. I cut the video in order to save time. It will take time. As it is done in the Linux system, it will take time in this also. So we saw it like this -y was given in order, whenever you install anything on a Linux system, it will ask you yes or no. So we give this tag -y, so it doesn't stop in between and it will continue the work, and finally it is installed. We can see a successful build message over here, and now what you see is this has been changed. So now again I will check the Docker images. See, these are the number of things that also included, like it came while we were building the Docker file, building this Docker image. Okay, and for the first one it was, so these are kind of layerings. Okay, these are layerings which are added. So this was all about the run command. Once again I would like to say, you can give a number of run commands, or you can give a backslash and add the commands like this. There is no restriction. If you're installing anything through this Docker file, then remember to give a tag as -y, so that it asks. Some of you must be wondering like why I'm not writing sudo, because it's not required when you write a Docker file. When you make a container, when you build a container is a Docker file, or normally also, then we don't write, because the root permission is there, so we don't require to write sudo here. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video.